Hey, Dan Schinder here at the NAMM Show 2015 at the Urbann Boards booth with Rodrigo. How are you, Rodrigo?
I'm very well. And you guys?
I'm great. I've stopped by, I saw you earlier and yesterday, and you just had a big buzz going here at the booth. You were very excited about what's going on. And then I show up here with our crew in all 4 languages, and you've got Jonathan Moffett Jr. sitting there that you're designing a new shoe with. How exciting is that?
Oh, that's amazing, because we are at this business. We came up with this idea, this particular tennis shoe for drummers, sneakers for drummers, in 2006. And from that time on, it's just growing, People, many people still doesn't know about the brand. So the ones that come here and know about it, about our technologies and futures, they just go crazy, just love it.
Right.
So it happened with this guy now, and we came up with the idea to make a shoe for him, because he has a more fashion style, which our line doesn't fit on his way to wear. So I just designed the shoe for him.
Yeah.
So that's just saw that,
Yeah, that was cool. I mean, literally sketching it out on a legal pad.
Yeah, and this is going to be the next launch of Urbann Boards. A very different and fashion shoe.
That's great. Before we look at some of your products, I want to ask you, were you, because this is something I personally haven't asked you yet, I wanted to save it for the interview.
Yeah.
Were you already in the shoe fashion design business before you started this product line?
Yes, actually I am a shoe designer. I was graduated in Italy. I get in touch first with the shoe business in Italy. I studied there, design and pattern maker, everything. And then I moved to Brazil. And then from that time on, I just work at the shoe business for more than 20 years.
Wow, that's great.
Yeah.
And we're going to show you a couple of the signature lines of drummers' names who you'll know. We're going to look at some prototypes and a few other things. And he's going to talk about the nanotechnology and some other things that go into the product. So go ahead and show us what you got.
Okay, so let's do.
Okay.
So this is the big launch of the show with the Newport signature shoe. Newport, actually, he's wearing the shoe for 2 years already, but we decided to launch the shoe only now. This shoe has a lot of technology. It's a grain leather shoe, very light, comfortable. That's all about the Newport signature shoe.
The thing I want to ask you is, this shoe is so light. What does this weigh?
All these shoes will have a, a law, a direction. The shoe cannot weigh more than 200 grams at Urbann Boards. So it's very light, the shoe.
I mean, it's literally as light as air. I've gotten accustomed to playing in socks lately, which I never imagined doing. I always thought I needed like an athletic shoe, like a cross trainer or runner shoe. And one day I just went into my studio and I started playing with socks, and I loved how light it was. And when I picked up this shoe, I was like, oh, I think I get this.
That's actually something. When I started research to decide if I was going to do or not a drumming shoe, I found out that many drummers, because I'm not a drummer, okay? But I found out many drummers used to play barefoot. Yeah. And I also find out that this can make a lot of injuries to your feet. So I also find out that drummers has a big problem to find the right shoe, those that play with shoes. It's hard for them to get used to the shoe. They take days, months, And then when they get to the stores to buy again another shoe, the same shoe, they don't have anymore. They cannot find. So they have a big trouble to get used to another shoe. So that's why I said, man, I'm gonna make a shoe, and it's gonna be all the same.
That's cool, awesome. What else have you got?
Well, besides that, we got the Achilles Priester signature shoe. Achilles Priester, you must all know him. He's a heavy metal drummer, and he won a high cut.
Yeah, it's almost styled like a boxing shoe.
Actually, a lot of guys that boxing use this.
Really?
Yeah, a lot. So also good for boxing. You see?
That's cool.
Besides that, here we have some prototypes This is for the female drummers. We have changed a lot here. We have changed the shape of the shoe, the mold, which is the wood mold that we start the shoe from the mold, okay? So here is different. And this line is gonna call Urbann Boards Her, which just for drummers.
Nice, female drummers.
Yeah. And we have come up with these two styles. They are just prototypes now, not finished yet, okay?
I want to ask you a question about that, because I think a lot of people are probably asking themselves, well, what makes it a female drummer's shoe? You know, why female? It's literally the anatomy is different, right? I mean, their foot is engineered differently, so the shoe has to be engineered differently, doesn't it?
Actually, the same technology, the female line has the same technology. But what really changed is the shape of the shoe, the mold, you know? Because the foot is more delicate, different measurements, so that's the secret. That's all, only this that changed.
Got it, cool.
Yeah. Besides that, we have this new shoe here. This shoe has no signature. It's also prototype here. We're gonna be launching this also the next 3 months. It's gonna be available to sell all over. Okay? Here is the line of a Virgil Donati signature shoe. So we have red and gold here. The red and gold.
That's a beautiful shoe.
Yeah. We have the yellow black and we have the full black color. And now with the new kits of Virgil, we come up with this color. So this is So this is the new launching. Okay. Also new here at the show. Virgil Donati, we started the business with him like 3 years ago, and he used to wear some of the other style of us, and then we come up with the idea to make a specific design for him, and we work on this for 8 months.
Wow.
Yeah. So we come up with this, and this is amazing shoe, very breathable. We have a mesh on the sides.
I was going to ask if you're able to talk about any of the materials that you use, or if that's top secret information.
No, that's not top secret at all, yeah. Actually, we use only the best materials you can find at the market to make Urbann boards, okay? And that's the main difference between the styles. For example, Dennis Chambers, it's a full grain leather, like Newport, right? Virgil Donati, you have mesh with leather. So they behave different when you play. Some are more breathable, some give you more support, you know. Depends the style you play, you're gonna find the right shoe.
Cool.
Besides that, you got the Dennis Chambers style. Dennis Chambers.
That's a cool shoe.
Yeah, it's the same history than Virgil. It took us like I think 9 months to get the design ready. This is designed specifically for him. You know, this is the color he asked us to do. He likes
like yellow and black.
Yellow and black, you know. He didn't want the lace. He wants something easy to put at the foot. So we put something with the elastic inside and with the Velcro to give you some support. So that's the Dennis Chambers signature shoe.
That's cool.
Yeah. And that's it, man. Here's the Newport style, you see?
Did you see that that's floating? That's amazing. Look at that. That's really cool.
That's more or less the concept of Urbann boards. Your foot just fly, you know?
Just floats and flies.
Yeah.
No, that's great. You know, I think that it's like another piece of equipment with your playing to help you play better. You got to play comfortably. In drumming, we have to be agile, we move, and it's important to be physically healthy when you play an instrument that's physical, and I can see how footwear definitely should play a part in that.
Yes, exactly. And there's something important also. Urbann boards has 7 different technologies we have applied at the shoe that you cannot find in any other brand. So all of those features and technologies, they are made specifically for drummer.
Wow.
If you check the website, the Urbann Boards website, you can go to each technology and study them and see why that's so unique shoe.
That's cool. Thank you for letting us invade your your booth here. You got 3 other languages to interview in, is that all right?
Yeah, man, I'm sorry because my English, is not my mother language. I hope
Mine
you
neither.
understand, guys.
Mine neither, mine's sarcasm.
I try to do my best, okay?
No, it's great. So,
Anyway, thanks a lot for
you're
coming.
welcome. Oh, we're
To
our
give this
pleasure.
opportunity to us to
Sure.
show to your big audience, okay?
Yeah.
I'm very happy.
Thank you. Check it out, folks. Dan Schindler here with Rodrigo of Urban Boards Shoes on DrumTalkTV.com.